Dominick, he, him pronouns. Clowder contributor spotlight. Please note the audio component of this interview may contain a couple of extra sentences and giggles. Meowdy, folks. The spotlight for this month is Dominick, he, him pronouns. It's not really content warnings for this interview. It's pretty wholesome. Dominick, could you give us a land acknowledgement?
Yes, I am living on Jumanos and Sana land, and I'm grateful for it.
Can you tell us about your astrological signs? I know some people are always curious about this one.
Yes, indeedy. I am full of fire. I have a Sagittarius sun, an Aries moon, and a Libra rising to really kindle that flame.
I love it. That must be why we get along. I'm a quadruple Leo. I have 4 Leo in my chart.
Oh my gosh, I didn't know that.
Rah rah. Leo forever.
Love it.
That's so fun. And Dominick, how do you identify?
So I am some flavor of neurodivergent. Whatever flavor is the coolest one, I think would be me. And then I'm also white and Mexican, half and half. And I'm also a bisexual trans man.
Nice. What are some of your special interests, hobbies, and or a favorite fandom?
Yes, I really am into fashion. Not like magazine fashion, but more like streetwear fashion, I suppose. I always like finding new things to wear, thrifting, um, cropping t-shirts, stuff like that. Also really like social media content creation. That's probably one of my favorite things to do. And reality television, specifically RuPaul's Drag Race, is an all-time favorite. I could rewatch episodes over and over and over without getting tired of it.
You have a favorite queen, or is it too hard to pick?
Oh, that is so easy for me to pick. Bob the Drag Queen, 100%.
Nice. What season is Bob the Drag Queen in?
Season 8, I believe.
Okay, I'll have to check it out. That's
I
fun.
think that's right.
So, Dominick, we've been in each other's spheres for a couple of years now, and I wonder if you can remember, how did you find the Clowder, and do you want to tell us like your origin story with the
Yes,
community?
I definitely remember how I found the Clowder. It was actually one of the first communities that I joined on Twitch, which is really exciting. I met Meowster through RubiScoopsDay, and Ruby's community was like the first community I had joined on Twitch. And during the time when I first started hanging out with Ruby, I was really starting with my gender journey. I think I was openly out as non-binary at the time, but I was kind of just starting to dip my toes into things.
Mhm.
And so I think Ruby connected both Meowster and I, or we could have just met in the chat. I don't really remember, but one of the two. We met via Ruby, and we kind of just became friends, started hanging out. I started joining over in the Clowder, and now here we are.
Yeah. Ruby is a wonderful streamer still, and I hope folks
Yes.
get a chance to check out Ruby's channel as well. Also, Dominick streams. We'll get there. Um, what do you, Dominick, contribute to the Clowder?
So as of right now, I am mostly a fill-in Twitch moderator, but I also can help in other departments. Do I help in other departments? Not necessarily. I am trying to help when I have the spoons, which is occasionally.
Yeah, there's a another role that is pretty big actually that you hold, which is the social media manager for Gender Federation, which is one of Gender
Yes.
Meowster projects.
Yes, absolutely. And it is a big role, and it's quite a fun one too.
Yeah, and you're great at it.
And gee, thanks.
Yeah, it's this last event went so much better because you were involved in participating in that way. Like I can't even imagine the amount of time and energy it would have taken to schedule all those posts myself. So
We learned a
thank you
lot
for
too,
that
and
hard
so the
work.
next one will be even easier, is the goal.
Yeah, totally. So Dominick, what do you love about the Clowder? Why is the community and its content important to you?
I think what I love most about the Clowder is that there's such a large assortment of folks in the Clowder that you can really make friends so easily because there's going to be at least one person in the chat at all times that you're going to vibe with.
Mm.
So I think that's probably the best part about the Clowder, especially because there's so many like different gender identities and folks with chronic illness or with different neurodivergencies. So it's just an overall fun time. It's a big melting pot and lots of friends and a lot of respect, a lot of mutual respect, which I think
Mm.
is one of the most important things to me when finding a community, especially on Twitch.
Yeah. Can you share gratitude for our various patrons in your own words for the support that we've received and what we've been able to do?
Absolutely. I'm definitely newer to the team, so I just want to throw that out there. But I'm definitely also still very grateful for all of the support that we've received so far. All of the support from the patrons that we've had allow for the Clowder to continue operating, and that allows for us to keep making more friends and having more fun. So I'm just very grateful to everyone who has, given a tip or shared a little extra. It allows us to do all the things. So thank you.
Yeah. I also wanted to add like an extra little excitement for all the folks that show up at our mutual aid events and support those events too. It has been so powerful to see people engage with that. Like even folks who are maybe already on our Patreon or Ko-Fi, support monthly way, like deciding to do additional one-time donations to our special causes, which like is just so powerful. And I know we have one of your dear friends, maybe even a couple on the docket for the next year or two for our bigger mutual aid events, and I'm excited to um, share those lovely folks also and be
Yes.
grateful for that support. So it has felt really powerful to trust that the community is the wider community is capable of consistently producing successful mutual aid events. Like it's I'm always anxious before it happens, and then I'm always stunned when it works out. And I don't know why, but I am. It's like, wow, this is so cool. So, yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely a lot of work, but it's super, super rewarding. And we're able to actually see the change in what we're doing, which is, I
Mhm.
think, the best part because it's more mutual aid based. So we're not having to like wait for a report in like a couple months or years down the line. We're actually
Mhm.
seeing the change right in front of us. Pretty awesome.
Yeah. Well, folks, if you would like to learn more about Dominick and check out his Twitch stream and his very prolific social media presence, check out linktree/trans guy energy for more Dominick. What did you all think about this post? Let me know in the comments, and we'll see you next month.